We're often asked whether buying a serviced apartment is a good investment. As with all investment decisions, you need to do your due diligence, and there are always pros and cons. Some of the pros of buying a serviced apartment include one, that you've got a very secure long-term lease. Often it's a 10-year lease, so it is almost like a commercial property transaction where you're having a longer-term lease as security. Secondly, that often the operator of the serviced apartments pays all the outgoings like a commercial lease, so they're paying all the outgoings rates and also the maintenance costs of running that investment. You're also getting consistent cash flow because there's less vacancies as there are normally between tenancies in a normal residential lease. So what are some of the cons of buying a serviced apartment? Well, one is they're harder to finance because some of the banks won't lend at all against them. They see them as a higher risk, as they do with commercial property. So they sometimes will not lend. Other times they will only do a smaller loan to value ratio of 60 to 70% versus the larger ones that they can give for residential property, which can be sort of 80 to 100%. One of the other disadvantages is that there's generally less capital growth with these serviced apartment properties that are on these longer term leases. They are also harder to resell because they're only really targeting one market, and that is the investor market. So if you're wanting to sell it to an owner occupier who generally will buy a property with emotion and pull on the heartstrings, they won't be able to buy these properties with the long leases, your first home buyers and your downsizers or other owner occupiers. Lastly, if you're not getting any capital growth increases, you're not really having any equity to tap into. So you're not going to be able to leverage this property to buy other properties. Whereas in residential properties, if you're getting good equity, you can set up a line of credit, use that equity as your deposit to fund other purchases. So there are some pros and cons with buying a serviced apartment. As always, get advice, professional advice from your accountant, financial advisors and your buyer's advocate property advisors. Also, don't hesitate to visit our website and check out information about our group block purchases and our other popular services, including buyer's advocacy, seller advocacy, property management and owners corporation. We'll see you next time.